A Left 4 Dead Comic-Con might be making a virtual comeback. Three fans production bought the assets of Walker Stalker LLC last October. They plan to bring back Walker Stalker Con to the VirtualCons app and have an in-person event in mid-2021. The Tennessee Attorney General's office recently announced a settlement with Walker Stalker LLC. A restitution fund will be set up to refund money to customers, celebrities, and vendors. Will three-fan production succeed where Walker Stalker LLC failed? As the popularity of the Walking Dead TV show declined over time, so did attendance at Walker Stalker Con. The old organizer fell into the trap of using money from future shows to pay off past shows. Adding new shows to stay ahead of the old shows made the financial situation worse over time. Attempts to stop the financial bleeding included merging Walker Stalker Con and Heroes and Villains Fan Fest into one show with some cities, left some shows unannounced or canceled for some cities, not refunding the money owed to fans, celebrities, and vendors. That last point made a lot of people really angry. Walker Stalker Con announced that it would stop touring and have only the Atlanta show in mid-2019. Celebrities of The Walking Dead announced that they would boycott the Atlanta show. That was the final death blow for Walker Stalker Con and Heroes and Villains Fan Fest shows. The Tennessee Attorney General's office sued Walker Stalker LLC in February 2020. As part of the recent settlement, Walker Stalker LLC will set up a restitution fund to issue refunds. A portion of proceeds from the new Walker Stalker event will go towards the restitution fund. If you live outside of New Jersey, you may not know about three fans productions. Their family of cons includes SopranosCon, MobMovieCon, and BoxerCon. Out of the three cons, SopranosCon 2019 was the first and only in-person event.
10,000 Sopranos fans packed the Meadowlands Exposition Center for the first ever SopranosCon, an ambitious two-day event celebrating all things soprano. It was created by three fans who met online because they still love the show more than 10 years after its HBO run.
SopranosCon has nothing on the calendar for this year. BoxerCon and MobMovieCon postponed from mid-2020 to mid-2021 and postponed again for 2021. As for Walker Stalker Con, nothing new on their website or app. The announcement that they acquired Walker Stalker Con assets is on Facebook. Some angry people left comments demanding their money back. Three fans responded that they weren't legally responsible for what Walker Stalker LLC did. Some angry people became angrier by that response. That's not how you build goodwill with a hostile fan base to resurrect a Left 4 Dead con. Three fans expanding from mafia-themed cons to a zombie-themed con seems like a tough sell to me. The Walking Dead is ending after 11 seasons this year, and the new spin-off series may not be as successful as the original series. The old series could sustain a fan base to support its own dedicated con for years to come, if the fans, celebrities, and vendors are willing to forgive the past to move on with the future. What can we expect from a future Walker Stalker Con? Not much. I'm not expecting an in-person event. I pointed out in my last Comic-Con video that in-person events were unlikely this year and next year. If you haven't seen that video, a link is in the description below. If an in-person event were to happen, it would only be in New Jersey. As for the VirtualCons app, the new organizer hasn't done anything with it in the last 3 months. Comic-Cons of all sizes have held many different VirtualCons for the past year. The only thing stopping the new organizer from moving forward is a weird and pissed off fan base. If you haven't seen my Heroes and Villains Fan Fest / Walker Stalker Con videos, a link to the playlist is in the description below. Please comment, like, and subscribe, and turn on the notification bell to see more videos like this. Thank you for watching.